Please remember to hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video. Also, in the description of this video, you can find our compiled link. Through that link, you can support the channel via our Patreon or through our affiliate links, including your playmat. If you want a custom playmat or custom card sleeves, buy them through there and it helps out the channel and you get a 10% discount. And through our TCG Player affiliate link. If you're going to buy cards, buy them through TCG Player and it helps out the channel. Also, we have our Discord if you want to chat with us. We have Twitter if you want to stay up to date on all the happenings. We have TikTok if you want to check out anything funny. And we have my Pokemon channel if you're into Pokemon, so check out LuxJ. And we will see you in the video. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a first thought today. This first thought is on Grolnok the Omnivore. We got Frog here. It's got Frog Tribal stapled to it. This card seems sweet. However, I think the best way to play this is not going to be doing Frog Tribal, unfortunately. But Frog Tribal does seem pretty fun, so I will be talking about that. And so yeah, let's hop into this. So, the categories I'll be talking about are self-mill, some ways to play additional lands, because milling lands, you can play them, so just additional lands seems really good. We've got Frog Tribal stuff, a bunch of one-off cards, and in the 99. And so we're going to hop into this. So, the most important part of this deck is going to be self-mill. You're going to want to just keep milling yourself so that way, literally, if Grolnok is in play and you mill yourself, it's essentially drawing cards if you have a lot of permanents in your deck. So, I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog's scratching himself. Hopefully you can't. So, some of the self-mill cards that you should throw into this deck include Bond of Insight, Court of Cunning, Crawling Infestation, Crawling Sensation, Deranged Assistant, Dreamborn Muse, Drown in Dreams, Fleet Swallower, Fraying Sanity, Hedron Crab and Iceberg Cancerix, Jace Memory Adept, Keening Stone, Mesmeric Orb, which is my personal favorite, Patient Rebuilding, Sands of Delirium, Traumatize, and Hermit Druid. All those seem like very, very powerful cards in the deck, especially the permanents, because if you mill them, you can cast them off Grolnok, and it's not like when Grolnok dies, they're uncastable. When Grolnok's in play, if you recast Grolnok, any of the previously exiled cards with croak counters on them are still castable, which is really, really nice. It seems like a really powerful synergy and a powerful card. You just need to have a lot of self-mill. And if you're going to have so much self-mill in the deck, you might as well have cards that can win you the game by milling out your deck, including cards like Thassa's Oracle, Jace Wielder of Mysteries, and Laboratory Maniac. Seems like a good alternate win con. And it's just going to provide you so much value. And especially because anytime you mill a land, those get exiled with croak counters on them too. So you can play lands from exile. And some of the cards that let you play additional lands each turn include Azusa, AC, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Exploration, Oracle of Moldiah, and Wayward Swordtooth. I wanted to mention those specifically because they're all permanents, so you can also play those from exile. So you can play Azusa from exile and then play 2 additional lands and then play something else from exile. That seems very powerful. Very good synergy there. And if you're going to go heavy on the land stuff, you should throw in a lot of landfall triggers. Stuff like Lotus Cobra, Rampaging Baloths, and anything really. Any good landfall triggered cards seem great. Avenger Zendikar seems pretty fun in this. So you can just kind of do a sub-theme of landfall if you wanted to. Next up, we're going to talk about Frog Tribal. So, Frog Tribal is definitely the weakest way to play this deck, but they do help you by milling cards, and it does seem pretty funny. So if you want to do Frog Tribal, then you should include cards from the previous categories I talked about, and then you also throw in some frogs. So I'm going to go through all the frogs that you can throw into this deck, because if you want to go really Frog Tribal, you're probably going to need all of them, because there's only around 23 frogs in Magic that are in these colors, and those include Anorid Backripper, Anorid Scavenger, Anorid Swarm Snapper, Bloated Toad, Burrog Befuddler, Chub Toad, Croconura, Excavating Anorid, a lot of Anorids, Froghemoth, which is one of the best frogs, Frogmite, Galloping Lizrog, Haze Frog, Jade Avenger, Leapfrog, Omnivore, Plaxcaster Frogling, Species Gorger, Poliwag Symbiote, but that one's kind of bad because it doesn't really do anything for you other than be a frog. Spore Frog, another one of the best frogs in the game. Steeple Creeper, Trollbed Guardian, and Whip-Tongue Frog. Whole lot of frogs. Most of them are really bad. But if you're going frog travel, you're going to need them. It's going to be a very janky deck, but it could be fun. And if you're going to go frog travel, you might as well run all the good tribal cards, including cards like Adaptive Automatron, Door of Destinies, Herald's Horn, Icon of Ancestry, Kindred Discovery, Obelisk of Erd, Realm Walker, and other changelings, because changelings is going to be better than most of your frogs. Reflections of Lajara, and Vanquisher's Banner. Those cards can make your frog travel deck significantly better. And lastly, tribal stuff I want to talk about is just some on-theme cards for frog tribal. You got cards like Croaking Counterpart, Frogify and Turn to Frog, Incubation/Incongruity, Polymorph Suggest, and Rapid Hybridization. Very on-theme cards there. Seems like fun includes. And next, the one-off cards. Some of the cool one-off cards you can throw oh my god. Some of the cool one-off cards you can throw into this deck include Desecrated Tomb and Willowgeist, because you have cards leaving your graveyard constantly because of Grolnok, so you'll just get a lot of triggers off those. Kodama the East Tree just seems pretty good because you're going to be heavy on permanents with this commander for sure. Pedantic Learning seems fantastic. This is a super underrated card and it seems extremely powerful in this type of build. And Primal Surge. You can make this a Primal Surge deck and have a lot of fun with that, just because you can go all permanents, so everything you mill will get exiled with Grolnok, except for Primal Surge, and boom, you've got something crazy going on. You got some spicy brew going on here. I love that idea. And lastly, in the 99, any mill commander could really use this, self-mill commander specifically, and it kind of gives you some benefits, but it does remove stuff from your graveyard, so it's kind of weird. So, like, it seems okay in Muldrotha in those style decks, except it's not that great just because of the fact that the stuff gets exiled from your graveyard. But you can replay Grolnok from your graveyard and have access to all that stuff again, and it's interesting. Like, I don't have any specific commanders that I think this is a fantastic card to add to. But if you have one, if you're throwing this into the 99 of one of your decks, let me know in the comments down below. And that is everything I have for Grolnok the Omnivore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.